Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Murder by Numbers. Thanks for tuning in. So, we found a possible diamond smuggling ring hidden within the cargo holds, and we need to find more evidence before we jump the gun and just prematurely start trying to break down Legal Eagle Ray himself. So let's see what Cross has to say about that. How's the investigation going? What do you think about those diamonds? I think one of those skulls is worth more than I earn in a month. This has to be connected to Lori's murder somehow. Yeah, she probably dug her nose too far into it, huh? Could Ray really get you fired? He could do a lot worse than that. Him and Eirin have a lot of money, and that means they have a lot of influence at City Hall. We all know how the world works. Shouldn't laws be applied consistently, regardless of wealth? Oh, you sweet summer child, if only, if only. That's how it's supposed to work. But every man has his price, and most people's are lower than they'd like to admit.
Oh, I do not understand the human world.
You're not thinking of keeping those diamonds, are ya? Who'd miss one skull out of a few hundred? Fine. I was being serious about it, though. You might have thought I was kidding, and you thought we were just joking around, palling around a little bit. I was being serious. Who'd miss one out of 100? I just want to keep one of those. Come on, nobody's gonna miss it. The seats again? Oh, okay, now it's in the little, what do you call those, ottomans? I think that's the name of the, little seats that sit in the middle of nowhere, and they're just two little round cubicles. So 8 would sit here, correct? X, I think that fills out the whole thing. Perfectly awesome. 7 would hit here, X. Okay, I gotta just mark this out, because 7 would hit here. Whoopsie. 7 would hit here, and then X, and then up to here, I believe. Yes. So it's pretty dang close. So this would go up to here. X, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Pretty good. Any other big gimmies you want to gimme? 7. Okay, so 1. This already is kind of suspicious. So let's try like 1X, 1, 2, X. Whoops, X, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if this is the case, I feel like this has to already be the 1, 2, because I don't think it can work any other way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, what else we got to work with here? I also feel like the case is the same here. Right, because you can't you can't put a 1 here, you can't put a 1 here, because then the 2's not gonna work. So I think this is the same. Pretty darn sure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, for example. Okay, hold on. I'm getting real excited at the prospect of here. So, however, you can put a 1 here. Right? Is that how that works? Because for example, 1X, 1, 2, right? That's just not gonna work. But here, you can do 1X, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like this could be the 4. So I don't necessarily need to split it off right here. Pretty sure. All right. Oh, there's so many big ones. Okay, Okay. 1, 2, X, 1, X, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, there's that. A lot of these, I'm sure, again, if I could do the mental math, I would see a clear solution right away, but that's not the case. 1X, 1, 2, 3, X, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the only overlap there, which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the very least. That's connected, right? So this is part of the 3. This is part of the 3. But we don't know to what extent. Because it could go up to here, or it could go to here. Either way, I feel like this one has to be filled in, maybe? Because 5X, 1, 2, 3, for example. I feel like either way, this one has to be filled in. Yeah? Is that okay? Are you cool with that? Oh, boy. Okay, I need a little bit more progress. I can't figure out where to go from here. I think at least this one has to be a 1, but this could be a 3. So we don't know for sure. These are all 1s, so that's great. So that's awesome. I don't know if I mentioned some technology problems I had not too long ago, but I might have mentioned offhand how So I talked about some technology problems. I think the most recent one I talked about was how my computer was making incessant clicking sounds whenever I ran things that were too program intensive. I ended up fixing that by fixing the fan, but removing the fan and then putting it back together was the nightmare part of that particular process. It was not a good time. However, most recently, I had to become more intimately familiar with RAM. So I didn't really understand RAM very much before. All I kind of basically understood was that it is just something you need in order to have a lot of things kind of running at once, or a lot of tabs open, or a lot of folders open at once. I don't really understand it beyond that prospect all too much, right? And so I didn't really understand what was going on when I streamed Knockout City not too long ago, and then I had all these other programs open, and it was totally cool. It was totally fine. And then the next day I tried running it again, and nothing was working. Like just the game by itself running was not working out. And I was like, wait, I did all this yesterday and more. What's going on today? So I guess in the end conclusion, the thing that ended up fixing everything is that there are 4 slots for RAM. Bear with me here. There are 4 slots for RAM, and you either if you have a pair of sticks, you put them into 1 and 3 or 2 and 4. I do not know why this is the case. I'm sure someone out there could educate me on that, but I have them in 1 and 3, and I am pretty sure 1 or 3 failed. So it stopped detecting the RAM that was in there. So the computer was telling me I had 8 gigabytes of RAM, when in fact I actually have 16 total, and I did not understand that because I didn't really understand how to read the labels or anything on the RAM. I didn't really get what the numbers meant. I didn't get a lot of stuff about it. So that could have saved me a lot of heartache. I'd order like a new stick of RAM and realize that one wasn't compatible. And just all this heartache, so much heartache. Every time I want to do something nice for myself, give myself a little bit of an upgrade, there's so much heartache involved every single time. I don't recommend, like, unless you really, really, really have to, or really badly want to make changes in your technological setups for whatever that may be. I don't recommend it unless you're really committed to all the pain and suffering that you're gonna go through inevitably, because technology always bites me in the butt. I have to deal with a lot of different new types of technology in terms of even just recording different types of games, getting different types of games to work, different recording setups, different things. It's a nightmare every single time. Every new stream I gotta set up, different layouts, etc., etc. It's horrible. So do not put yourself through that unless you're prepared. Unless you're prepared to really go through all the heartache. Anyways, okay, let me see if I can get some progress. So, for example, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to close this off as the 1, because if I put a 1 down here, for example, this ain't gonna be the 2. So, pretty sure we can close those off, call those the 2, close that off, call it a day. Great. And then what about here? 4 will only go up to there, so that's not gonna help. 5, we've already counted this out. We do not quite know with this row. What about this? This 2-4 looks juicy, tasty. All right, there's that. Perfect. How about 2 and 2? I don't think that's gonna reach. I don't think that's gonna reach. This 3 and this 1. Okay, so this row is a little bit trickier because we could have some 2s in here. We just won't know. We just won't know. What about this? That's part of the 6 for sure. So we can at least cross that off. There's at least a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. It started with a kiss. I feel like this 2 is going to end up here, honestly. I really have that feeling deep in my soul, but I cannot prove it, alas. Aha! Now I can! Now I can! Perfect! The rest of the world didn't believe me. Yet, you have the proof now, right before your eyes. I was saying it all along. Nobody ever believed me. You all doubted me. I am going to become the Picross villain. I was once the hero of the Picross world, but the world rejected me. From my true Picross talents, they were jealous, and so I became the villain of the Picross world. Yes, I am fine and I'm having a good time. Please do not worry. Please do not ask me such inane questions. I am fine. Okay, there we go. I ate a little, I made myself a nice, cute little dessert platter earlier. It was simple. It wasn't much. We have juicy, soft peaches, and that's my favorite iteration of them. Some people like it hard, and for me, it tastes like tasteless apples when they're in that state. When they are soft and juicy, they have a nice texture. They're super sweet, and I love it. So I just cut up a peach and I spread it around a little circle. In the middle, I had a nice little dish that I put a little mung bean cake on top. And if you don't know what that is, mung bean, green bean, you know, Chinese bean thingy, often put into sweet things. Yeah, there's like a little circular cake thing, and it's ridiculously dry. It's so dry. It's like you're eating sand, but in a good way. And I know that's a hard sell, but I promise you, it's really tasty. The reason it's so dry is because I equate it to, like, not exactly directly, but I sort of equate it to the procedure of eating scones. Scones are like, those are dry as heck, and those are meant to be consumed with tea. And also I messed up in a row here somewhere. Hold on a second, 2x. Let's say we go like all the way like that, right? So that's a problem. So it's gonna be a problem. Now, where have I messed up in this row? That's not good. That's not good. Give me a second. I'm back and I think I fixed it. I really don't know. I just erased a bunch of rows and tried to build them back up from square one, and I think it's working out, so hopefully. I don't know, I might have just buried myself into another disaster. But yeah, it's one of those types of things where it's so dry that you're specifically supposed to have it with a drink, right? You're supposed to pair it with something. So it's one of those types of desserts, and I've always liked mung bean flavored stuff, but that particular dessert now has a special place in my heart. I always say, sorry if I've talked about this, but I kind of understand now why people are always saying that in Let's Plays, and why you don't always remember what you talk about. It's just because, like, I watch other Let's Plays channels where they sort of repeat stories and then have to apologize if they have, because yeah, you talk about a lot of different life experiences and things that remind you of certain things. You can't help it sometimes. You just associate certain memories and you just bring up a story related to it. So, but I will continue to apologize anyway. That I apologize if I've brought stuff up before. But that little mung bean cake has a special memory associated in my heart now, because when I went traveling with paper to Taiwan and Japan, I don't remember the name of the place. Crap, I messed up again. Dang, we're right at the end. Right at the end, and there's something wrong here. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna look up the place real quick, and then I'll see if I can't fix this. So, what is that place called? It's the place that everybody associates with Spirited Away. So I'm gonna type that, Spirited Away, Taiwan. Let's see if something pops up. Yes, Jiufen. If you look up Jiufen Taiwan, I'll probably put up a picture here. Jiufen Taiwan is often associated with Spirited Away, and they lean heavily into it. They have a lot of Spirited Away merch there as well. Because it kind of looks like the bathhouses. It's gorgeous, especially at nighttime. It is gorgeous. It's just this lantern-filled place, and with bright colors. It's super, super beautiful. And we were lucky enough to be able to get ourselves a little spot at a tea house that was overlooking a big portion of the stairs going down and the lanterns and stuff at nighttime. And yeah, that we just had tea and some little Taiwanese desserts, and one of them was this little mung bean tea cake. And I'd had it before, but I didn't really have a strong attachment to it, maybe because I never had it with tea at the same time. I was just like, it's really dry. But we had it there, and I really liked the one that I had. I think I bought some from them and I took it home. And then now my mom knows I like it, so she'll get it for me sometimes. So that's why we have it at our house currently. So yeah, it's a beautiful place. If you're able to ever visit there someday, I highly recommend it. It's super, super gorgeous. Anyways, okay, give me a quick second as let's take a quick look, because what can I change, right? Because this currently is locked in, and so is this, but I think that messes things up. I think no matter what, that messes things up, unless... Wait, I think I fixed it. No, I didn't. There's something wrong in this row. There should not be two separated nodes like this. Ha. Dang, right at the very, very end, I've messed something up. Oh, that's upsetting. Is there really nothing I can do to just kind of fudge my way into fixing it? Because that'd be nice. Because that'd be nice. What if I just randomly screw around right now? Nope. Okay, all right, BRB. Holy crap, that one was really hard. That was really hard. I had to do so much like really down to the wire like elimination. That was really difficult. Oh my god, it took my full concentration for that. I don't know where I messed up, but you know, when I'm talking at the same time, I mess up more easily. So like, whatevs, I fixed it, I did it. It was really freaking hard. All right, a film reel.
This seems to be some form of analog data storage. Primitive, but effective.
It's not just data, Scout. These are movies.
Movies? What movies?
Quit jostling me. I'm trying to read the labels. Jeez.
Are they detective movies? Can we watch one?
I don't recognize the titles. Fog over Gainsborough? The Elm of Scotswood?
According to my knowledge database, they were written and directed by Eirin Kino.
Not surprising that she'd have copies of her films on her own boat. Maybe she was planning a screening? Are they spooky, violent movies? Hold on, before I present it to him, is there more I can investigate on this side of the ship? How's the radio, Captain? Pick up anything interesting? Not a peep.
I could be wrong, but you seem upset.
Damn right! That signal's my only way out of here, but it's probably just a... coded transmission! Detective, get over here! The code is repeating! Ooh, spooky! What's going on? What's going on? You missed it again. Damn it all! Now we gotta wait until it repeats again!
No, we don't! I recorded it! Attempting to decode, Scout!
You're the best! You're the best, my friend! You got it? You got it? You got something?
Well, it seems the code is too complex for my limited decryption algorithms. I will need additional hardware.
Can I go now? You've got your code. You can't just go! This is a murder investigation! Am I a suspect? He's got a point. The diamonds, Mal, everything at the moment points towards Ray and Eirin, meaning they're not the final criminals, and actually you are the true criminal, Cruz. I mean, not Cruz, that's the other person. What's your name again? Clyde?
We have found no evidence against Captain Muscleman.
Alright, fine, but I'll need your contact details in case we need to talk to you. He's definitely the criminal. He's definitely involved now. Now that we're letting him get away, he's definitely the one we need to keep behind. Call the agency. They've got my number.
One last thing, Captain. Don't leave town.
Whoa, that's very intimidating coming from Scout.
Isn't that what we're supposed to say? I was quoting a line. That is why I sounded so out of character all of a sudden.
Where's Captain Muscleman going? And shouldn't you be at the hospital? I just couldn't stay away. An admission of targeted harassment. Brave choice, detective. Stupid, but brave. Why would you say something so brave yet so controversial? Isn't that the meme? I better get out of here before I do something I'll regret, like punch you in the face. Ugh. Alright, I'm ignoring you and taking a look around just because I know if you've got diamonds, you're hiding much more than that. So I'm guessing we haven't presented the diamonds yet because, you know, as we said, X, 1, 2, 3, 4, whoopsie, 4, 5, 6, 7. We are trying to get all the evidence we can get before we slam them into the slammer. You know what I mean? So hopefully we'll be able to figure this out. Okay, for example, if we do... This has to be A3. This has to be A3. Otherwise, it would not make sense any other way. So, perfect and done. Perfect, and we got that on lockdown. Heck yeah. Okay, great. Let's see. What else can we figure out from here? Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I don't know where they're gonna take this because... mysteries that, you know, they're made to have twists and turns. They can't be that easily predictable every time. There are tropes, sure. There are cliches, sure. But it's what you do with them. It's what you do that makes it unique and interesting and fresh. 1, 2, X, 1, 2. Right. Right? So that's gotta be a 3, because there ain't no room for it back there. There ain't no room for it back there, alright? So I don't know. I don't know. Is it Ray and Eirin? Is it Captain Muscleman? Is it Mal Cruz? Is what was her name? Tori Becker? Is she somehow, even though they totally checked her pulse and she's definitely dead, somehow actually still alive as like a zombie? You never know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Okay, this one's going scarily smoothly in comparison to the absolute just feeling of being run over by a truck that I experienced with the film reel one. So I'm a little on edge, gotta say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. When they give you too much of the edge parts, I feel like it's a little suspicious because the edge parts gives you so much information, right? So when they reveal their hand a little bit too much, a little bit too generous, I feel like it's a trick. I feel like it's a little tricksies, okay? There's a 1 in here and then there's a 2 in here somewhere. All right, I had kind of a disappointing drink yesterday, but so I want to give something new a try. There's this just this drink place that has like milk teas and stuff like that, and it was a strawberry milk tea, like with they had a bit of like crunchy stuff on top, not cereal per se, but some sort of probably flake or bran flake or something on top. And they claimed it was a slushy, but it was straight up just like regular tea with, like some strawberry flavoring in there, which like, that's kind of a weird choice because if you want crunchy stuff in your drinks, you probably want the drink to be a bit more solid, or maybe you want to put in some ice cream or something. I think that would be quite a pleasant combination. But if it's straight just like regular tea, right, then it's just regular, what am I trying to say? Consistency of liquid. It's just, it's very watery, right? And that's probably not going to go the best with, I guess they were trying to turn it into like a cereal, but it doesn't quite work unless the drink is like very milky, I would say. It was kind of milky. Maybe they were trying to do a cereal and milk kind of thing, but tea involves water. So it's gonna be more of a watered down taste. Yeah, so the presentation was cool, which is why I went for it, but it ended up being a disappointing choice. So would not recommend, did not like it. I think just regular tea is probably good enough for me. 1, 2, X, 1, 2, 3, 4. Does it overlap with the 2? 4, X, 1, 2. Yes, it does, just by a little bit. All right. 2 would be down here. So anyways, we've got that piece of information. So many edge pieces. I mean, not that I'm complaining, but again, it kind of scares me. Like, why are you giving me all these freebies? Hello? Are you trying to lull me into a false sense of security? Because your girl says it's kind of working. It's kind of working a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I just wonder, like, if all this is they're gonna do this big grand slam finale where they're gonna bring in like all the cast of characters we've met so far and involve them in this big winding twisted way. It is about movies, so maybe somehow we'll be able to bring in some of the other characters, but who knows? So far it's just limited to this boat. It's just limited to this little boat. We're not stranded, at least. We are docked currently, so we can at least feel a little bit of reassurance. Reassurance in that, but imagine though if we were stranded at sea, that'd be so dramatic and terrifying. I wouldn't like that at all. The helplessness you feel when you're away from civilization. Oh, I mean, it's perfect for a mystery setting, I suppose, but I would feel terrified. I wouldn't like that at all. 3. Look at this, y'all. This is going so smoothly. I'm scared. I am terrified. Maybe that last one just beefed up my Picross abilities so hard that I'm just flying through this. No, this one's definitely significantly easier. Okay, I'm not complaining. Look at this. We're almost done. Let's finish putting together the pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's that. 2. Whoopsie. 2 goes here. Put that there. Slam that off. Okay. All right. Sure. I'll take it. Oh, film reel's gotta go with the clapperboard. Next, we'll be finding the director's chair. All the classic pieces of a movie set. All sitting around here on this yacht, huh? I haven't seen one of these since the day we met because I got fired.
What do these chalk markings indicate?
It says it's for a production called Radio, directed by Aiden Kino. Must be left over from one of her movies. Scene 448, take 2EA? It doesn't make sense. Whoever wrote this must have made a mistake.
Huh? Perhaps not. 2EA is 746 in hexadecimal encoding. They just want to be obnoxious and annoying like that.
You think they had to do 746 takes of one scene? Knowing her, I bet.
Perhaps Aiden is a perfectionist?
Wait, that's odd. What's that gonna mean? Huh, I guess we'll have to find out in the next episode. Let me take a quick peek. I think we are finished looking around. Yeah, looks like the investigation in both areas has been grayed out, so now we can, present things with ease and not have to worry about missing anything. All right, join me next time. This is Axus, over and out.